Hi, I'm Xavier. This video is part of Maybe Day 2022. Maybe Day is an annual celebration of the life and work of Robert Anton Wilson. Wilson was a writer, philosopher, and guerrilla ontologist who explored alternative and esoteric subject matter in a humorous and informative way. His career spanned several decades, and he is beloved by dedicated fans around the globe. It was Wilson's work that introduced me to the 8th Circuit model, Dr. Timothy Leary's manual on the use of the human nervous system. This model served as the basis for the 8th Circuit yoga program that I posted on this channel. Over the last 10 years, I've had a series of bizarre experiences and insights. If it wasn't for Wilson's work, I would have gone mad, or at least more mad than I am now. While he's known for intricate conspiracy theories, explorations of occult ideas, useful techniques of consciousness change, political advocacy, and talking up the genius of James Joyce, in Wilson's work you can also find something else. His work came from a place of empathy, kindness, compassion. He clearly hoped that his work would serve to reduce suffering in the world. In this video, from late in Wilson's life, he walked viewers through what he called a Sufi heart-opening exercise. This exercise is not too dissimilar from the loving awareness exercises that spiritual teacher Ram Dass taught in his later years. Wilson's most poignant comments on love can be found in his classic book, Cosmic Trigger: Final Secret of the Illuminati. I had spent at least 10 years asking if the occult matrix in which I was embroiled was a conscious network or just a quantum net of synchronicity. After long years of speculation about the net or the network, I took on a new imprint, Tim Leary would say. I entered a belief system in which the network of love was not one hypothesis among many, but an omnipresent reality. Once my eyes were truly open to it, the network was everywhere. Those passages are a small snippet of a deeply personal chapter in which Wilson and his family's lives are turned upside down by tragedy. I urge you to read Cosmic Trigger and Wilson's moving account about experiencing the network of love while facing immense heartbreak. The network of love is, in my opinion, not only at the core of what 8th Circuit Yoga is about, but it's at the core of all human existence. It's my impression that a human body operating with all circuits consciously and steadily activated experiences a sense of unity despite the world seeming like a multitude of separate things. That unity underlying the multitude of separate things can be called true love. This kind of love isn't addictive pleasure-seeking. That's what you find in the status quo. So I'm not referring to desperate romantic love or the forced niceties of socially coerced relationships. True love is something much deeper than surface-level attachment. I view every human body as a node in a network of true love. Here's how I understand it. Let's say each finger on my hand is a human body. This is me, this is you, this is the Pope. Each finger has its own intellect, the nail. That intellect can be polished, colored, or trimmed. It's a tool that we use. We spend our everyday lives interacting with other fingers, other bodies, as separate entities. We're taught to believe that our consciousness, the feeling of I am, is created and sustained within each separate body. The secret of the mystics is that the I am, what many call consciousness, is in fact rooted here, in the palm, and it is then expressed and channeled by each finger. So each of our I am is actually in the cloud. Each of our bodies are like computer hardware that receives the I am signal. It's like how a laptop or an iPhone receives a Wi-Fi signal. This I am is sometimes described with the word Satchitananda. This is a sort of combo word for the unity of consciousness, knowledge, bliss, and truth. In other words, true love. This is a love that's not dependent on anything that happens up here at the finger level. That love signal, that Satchitananda, is being emitted from the palm, no matter what. But we're too busy with our status quo lives to notice. When one consciously, carefully, and steadily activates all 8 circuits within the 8th Circuit model, one maintains an awareness of this signal. It's not just an intellectual awareness, but a feeling of love in the body. The signal can then guide and transform the actions of the human body. No longer are we solely slaves to the status quo. but live in service to the network of love. Activating the circuits in a harmonious way is like having full bars on your body's love network Wi-Fi signal. If enough human bodies function in this state, the network of love strengthens. Our approach to life as individuals and as a collective society is transformed. We no longer need to desperately cling to or manipulate the people, objects, and situations in our lives for some impermanent pleasure, some cheap imitation of love. Instead, we can access that permanent network of love from deep within, and that is true freedom. If you're interested in learning more about this, check out the 8 Circuit Yoga program on this channel. If you're interested in learning more about Robert Anton Wilson, check out the Maybe Logic documentary linked below. And finally, if you want to see the impact that he's still having, please check out the links to other Maybe Day 2022 contributors in the description below. Cheers.